Hello. Have you ever been confused about minor scales, harmonic, melodic, natural minor? How do you make it all work and where do you even start? Well, I'm Gloria St. Germain from Ultimate Music Theory, and today I've got some fantastic tips for you on how you can remember these minor scales, and it's guaranteed to help you remember forever. So what is a minor scale? Well, let's start with the circle of fifths. The circle of fifths is a map of the major and minor key signatures. So when we look at the circle of fifths, we see C major is related to A minor. So there's no sharps or flats in the key of C major. And how do we get to the relative minor? Well, we start with moving down 3 half steps. C, B, B flat, A. So 1, 2, 3. When we move down 3 half steps, we have the relative minor. And this is called the natural minor because naturally they have the same key signature. So I want to play that for you. Here's A minor natural. Can you hear it? So that means that there's nothing added. And the natural minor is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So that's kind of our base. That's where we're going to start. So now you might think, well, that seems easy. And did you add anything? In fact, you didn't. And that's called the natural minor, ou naturel. So there's a few other kinds of minors. So what can we do to help us remember these easily? All right, so let's start off with our natural minor, which you just heard. And now we want to change that to a harmonic minor scale. So here's a great tip, and you might want to write this one down. This is called an image mnemonic. And an image mnemonic helps us remember easier. So here's the letter H, and you see the little number 7 hidden inside. And that tells us that the 2 arrows indicate to raise the 7th note 1 half step in the ascending and in the descending scale. So now let's go ahead and add that raised 7th note, G sharp. And now let's see, what does that sound like? So we started off with our minor natural. Here it is again. And now here is the harmonic minor. Could you hear the difference? Kind of has that little bit of sad sound. So now we've taken our natural minor scale, and by using the harmonic device of the letter H with the arrows pointing up, the little baby 7 inside, that's your little tip to remember the raised 7th note, both ascending and descending. Okay, so far we've got the natural minor, didn't add anything. There's no fancy anything added to the letter N. It's just the letter N. And we've added our little 7 in there. Now, how do we find our melodic minor scale? Let's see the new mnemonic device. Are you ready? This is the letter M for melodic. We see the raised 6th and 7th notes are inside the letter M, arrows pointing up because we raise them in the ascending scale, and arrows pointing down because we lower them in the descending scale. So let's go ahead and add our raised 6th and raised 7th notes in the melodic minor scale. Now let's see, what does that sound like? So here's our A minor melodic. Natural. So now we've discovered all 3. We have our natural minor, with we started. Then we had our harmonic minor, where we raised the 7th note. And then we had the melodic minor scale, where we raised the 6th and 7th ascending and then lowered them. And the bar line cancels the accidentals in the descending scale, indicating that it's a natural minor. So now there's one more way to discover a minor scale. We've learned it by looking at the circle of fifths and finding the relative minor. But what if we wanted to start with A major? A major has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So here's the sound of A major scale. All right, how are we going to turn that one into a minor scale? Well, first, there's a little rule. In your turning a major scale into a harmonic minor scale, you simply lower the 3rd and the 5th. Oh, sorry, the 3rd, right here, 1, 2, 3. lower the third and the sixth degree. In a melodic minor scale, what do? You simply lower the third, only one note. We lower the third, and that turns a major scale into a melodic minor scale. And finally, what do you do for the natural minor? You lower the third, the sixth, and the seventh. And that's how you create minor scales. Natural minor scale, raise the harmonic seventh note in the harmonic minor scale, raise 6 and 7 in the ascending scale, and lower them in the descending scale. And remember, you can go from major to minor, or you can go from the tonic major, meaning they have the same first note A, tonic major, to the tonic minor. I hope that helps you with your harmonic minor scales, melodic minor scales, and natural minor scales. If you want to learn more about how you can teach music theory more effectively, check out teachmusictheory.com. I'll go ahead and pop that up for you. Teachmusictheory.com. I've got lots of great things to share with you. Thanks for joining me. I'm Gloria St. Germain. Have a great day.